So Julie, I know on the escrow and title side of the business that we are getting more activity and way more busier. More things are going into escrow coming up here at the end of February. It was a little bit slower of a month towards the beginning. What are you seeing in your field too, as far as like your showings are going and your contracts you're putting in place?
Yeah, no, that's our most famous question that you get when you run into people. How's the market? What's the market like? And it's kind of a trick question sometimes, but I feel like overall, and this has been kind of collaborated with other agents because, we talk like, what's going on? And, prior to every election, there's always a slowdown as people kind of just like hold their breath and wait to see what happens, how that's going to impact them. And then of course you segue into the holidays. And I feel like we don't really have as many seasons here in Southern California, in San Diego, do you know what I mean?
It's always summer.
But Christmas is always Christmas. So you definitely will have that, even though I've almost always had a sale around Christmas for some reason. But then I think also things can be a self-fulfilling prophecy. So people are like, well, like sellers are like, well, I'm not going to put my house on until after the first of the year because there's not going to be buyers. And buyers are not seeing anything come on the market. They're like, well, I'll just wait until after the first of the year before I get looking because there's, so then it happened, right? So that's kind of what I noticed is that the momentum started maybe middle of January is like people start coming on the woodwork again and like, hey, I'm ready to list. I'm ready to, when should we start looking? And so I think I mentioned we were able to put the big property, Santa Fe, our $15 million one, which just was waiting for the right buyer, and that right buyer has come. We think.
Where are they coming from? Where are you seeing these buyers in general come from?
Really interesting because when we heard about the tragedy of the Pacific Palisades fire, we were wondering if there was going to be, even though we're not not immune to those sort of things, but if someone was going to like make a change, like that would be the time, right? And we definitely have a better value here in San Diego County, and we have less traffic. So there's a lot to be said for coming down here. And I actually had my first showing to, it took a while because I think it's a big decision, but so these people were from Pacific Palisades. So
they were.
Yeah, so it was kind of a bittersweet because obviously that was a great property. You've seen it. And so it's wonderful that such a wonderful family is going to be living there and enjoying it.
Oh, well, we welcome them to our community down here, and they're going to love Rancho Santa Fe.
I'm really excited for them too.